Happy Tuesday. Let's get into it real quick. It's a rainy day where I'm at, so I figured let's just do a story time. Y'all down? Alright. Narcissists want your life without you in it, though. Alright? Story time. When I got my first apartment, I made the mistake of getting it with a man. Alright? Young man. I was young too. His dad co-signed for this apartment, right? And here in DC. Now, let me just make a side note though. Narcissists, their parents really don't want shit to do with them, and they really will never really be involved in y'all's relationship other than to help fuck it up further for entertainment purposes. But whenever a narcissist's parent contributes money, guarantee you, in whatever shape or way that they contributed that money, it's to help assist you in taking that narcissist off of their hands. All right, so if that narcissist is living with them or did live with them, oh baby bitch, they're gonna help you co-sign for that apartment. They're gonna help you pay that bill. They're going to help you keep whatever facility running, up and running, that you have that narcissist housed in. Why? Because if you don't house them and they don't have more supply waiting in the wings, then those parents know that narc is going to be back at their house, and they don't want that. Okay? So y'all already know, if you've ever had a narcissist's parent or parents help you pay a bill, bitch, they help you keep them lights on so you can see that nigga in your house, okay? Not in theirs. Moving along, though. So, this, dude's parent, his dad co-signed for this apartment, right? And I'm like, all right, but it's really my shit, all right? So, he moves in, shit goes wrong. He's the same dude from the other video where I discovered the eviction pink notices in the drawer, right? No, this is what happened the night that I discovered that shit, though, because he was on his way out anyway. Not like we had an argument. He was on his way, like, out. But I could just, that feeling you start to get when you know your relationship is, like, over beyond the point of return. Like the point of no return. And you're like, yeah, this shit is, it's done. But no one said anything about it to each other yet. It was there, all right? So Dog Nuts, I came home. And Dog Nuts, I approached him about the pink slips that had been in the drawer that I found. And when I approached him about it, he was on some bullshit. Of course, they're all liars or whatever. I don't know what you're talking about, and I did this and I did that and I paid this. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Because had you paid the money I gave you plus your half, these pink slips would not exist. Correct? All right. They would have been Houdini. But here you are. Here we are. Right? So why is this shit here? One thing led to another, and it led to him getting choked out, and somebody was about to leave out the window. All right? We're not going to talk about that, but it wasn't me. So anyway, after that, we didn't go to sleep. Both of us laid in the bed just looking at each other. Literally, like laying in the... Bitch. Looking at each other. Nobody went to sleep because we didn't trust each other, okay? First of all, if you ever have to not go to sleep and actually have a Mexican standoff with los ojos, okay? Then that's not the one for you. The first 48 is calling, okay? So anyway, after that happened or whatever, fast forward, I went to work because I always go to work. Unlike narcissists, they usually lie about going to a job that doesn't exist. When I got back from work, we started what I like to call, and I often refer to as, lock wars. What does lock wars mean? It's exactly what you probably think it is, or maybe it's not. But lock wars is, I put my key in the door, and, the locks were changed. How did that happen? He had got his shit dad, who doesn't want him living at his home, decided to help. He didn't want him back at his home so bad that he actually paid for the locks on my fucking apartment door to be changed. Why? Because his dad was the one that what? You got it. Co-signed So his dad kept helping come over. Every time I was at work, they would change the locks. And because I was working, I had what? Shmoney. I had to use my shmoneys to go and then change the lock again. But you couldn't just change the lock again. I had to then call the police, have him thrown out because he wasn't on the lease, and then I had to change the locks. And then every day when I came home from work, his dad paid again to have the locks changed again. We had I'm talking about we were like lock warring it up. So this one particular time, during the lock war or whatever, okay, I hope you're enjoying this story, by the way, because this is my life and the shit is true and it's true. True and true. Let's turn that into a podcast. True and true. This one particular day, this evening, it was nighttime too, baby. I had gotten off of work. I didn't get off of work till 7 something, and I rode my bike up a steep ass hill just to get to my creepy ass apartment with this creep in it. And so I go to, here we go again. Locks changed. So I call the police again. Now let me tell you where the title of this video becomes even more valid. Where narcissists want your life without you in it. Me and the police officers, we walk into my apartment. What is the, he was a Latino dude. What's the Spanish nigga doing? What was his name? The fuck was his name was Felipe Diaz. What was Felipe doing, bro? Felipe was chilling in my bed, watching my TV, shirtless, holding my fucking cat. I'm talking about I had a real pet cat that I love, by the way. His name was Moo because he looked like a cow. This bitch ass nigga was holding my fucking pet cat in my bed. Santa Maria. Okay? Watching my TV. Okay? Alright? Eating some shit that he didn't buy. Comfortable, but bitch, I mean in it. Comfortable. Okay? Not only did they kick Felipe out, but this nigga, like, he wanted to keep my cat like shit. Low key. But once they, like, got him out of there, I had to pay again for the locks to be emergency changed. Okay, because I needed to go to sleep that night because the bitch had to go to work. Obviously. Right? But when I went to go take a piss, I went to go pee. Alright? Girls and boys, I swear that toilet seat was open. This is so detrimental to my mental, I swear, because it is in my memory. I'm going to call it my memorandum. Alright? He had taken a shit in my toilet so fucking hard, bro. Like that, the turd itself. I know. If you can't hack it, it's your time to bounce. But I'm gonna talk about this junk because that shit was what do you call it when something tarnishes your brain forever? Because it was a visual assault, really. This turd, okay. It was detrimental. It was some other shit. It was abusive. This turd was abusive. He had taken the shit so hard in my toilet that it literally circled around the actual parameter of the toilet bowl as a whole, like the whole bowl on it. It took up the whole bowl inside, like a gigantic soft serve. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've never seen no shit like as if this nigga was holding that shit in since we met. You know what I'm saying? For real. I've never again seen a turd like that in my life. Not out of my ass, not out of the asses of my kids, not out of the asses of anybody I've been with since him. I've never seen anyone take a shit like that one. Okay? That shit is burned into my brain. That's why I'm able to talk about it right now with you, okay? But he took a shit so seriously that the shit looked like a snake. Like a snag, like a sneaky snag. Okay, that shit was. That was like wow, and he intentionally did. This is what the kicker was. This is how I know it was a big fuck you to me. But he didn't expect me to be able to get back into the apartment, so he was just doing that shit for his own gratification, which is even weirder, right? But this nigga took a shit like that intentionally did not flush it and left it in the toilet as if to say, haha, bitch, I'm using your bathroom, I'm eating your food, I'm watching your TV, I'm in your bed, I'm in your apartment, I'm laid up with my clothes off and shit, with your cuddling, snuggling your cat. Like, fuck you. I was like, wow. And he went out looking sad as shit. He looked just as sad as that limp ass sneaky snake turd that was in my toilet. I flushed that shit, flushed that bitch, and got rid of that nigga. But anyway, yes, narcissists want to live your life, but just without you in it. He wanted it so bad. I mean, dude was posted up in my apartment like it was his jump. Okay? They will literally use your belongings after getting you like evicted or something, or however it happens, and they'll just easily be like, whatever. And like, they'll wear your clothes, dude. They'll wear your clothes. They'll use your perfume. They'll use your cologne. They'll use your body wash, your soap, your face wash. They'll eat your food out your refrigerator. Pet the dog, your Doge, right? Your DOG. All right. They'll do all that shit. They'll ride in your car if they were able to do that without your ass. They'll use your mirror, lay up in your comfy, cozy covers in your pajamas like shit. Even after they get you arrested or some shit, as long as they get you out that house, they will comfortably, without any remorse, live in your shit as you, without you in it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this story time, but it's a fun fact. It really did happen to me, and I was like, never again would I let a bitch-ass nigga take a long dump in my mother commode, okay? And my mother commode, okay? And be petting on my cat without me in it. Anyway, I love you. Happy Tuesday. Hope it's not raining where you are, because it is where I am.